Hey guys, welcome to Wicked Manny. Sorry I did not do a video last week. I had another cold thanks to my child starting school. So, today I am putting up a Ravenclaw nail video. This one has been a long time coming. I know I promised to do Harry Potter house nails for every house back when I did my Slytherin nails like a year ago or however long. So I am finally doing Ravenclaw. If you want to see me do Gryffindor or Hufflepuff, let me know in the comments below which one you would prefer for me to tackle next. As usual, all of the products I am using today for these nails, if they are available, will be linked below. Now, let's get started. I apologize that my fingers are a little sparkly in this video. I had a glitter polish on before I started shooting this video and I could not get the glitter off of my hands to save my life. So, sorry. Yeah. So, we are going to start out putting some liquid latex on our fingers because we are going to do gradients and we are going to do stamping, and we do not want all of that nail polish on our fingers. It will take forever to get off. After we have our liquid latex on our nails, we are going to get out a makeup sponge. On this makeup sponge, I'm going to put 3 colors: a bright blue, a slightly darker blue, and a black. If you don't have the exact colors that I used, you don't have to. You can use any colors here that you would like as long as they're blue. I mean, because it's Ravenclaw, so you need to be blue. If you want to use the exact colors I did, they are included in the link below so that you can find them. I do want to mention here that the blue that I have on my nails is my favorite blue that exists. It is Alice by Picture Perfect, and it is amazing and wonderful and so pretty, and my bottle is almost empty now, which makes me really sad. Now, if you've never done a gradient before, this is a radial gradient versus the standard gradient. You are going to put your base color in the center and your darker color around that in a ring, and then the darkest color yet in a ring around that. And then you're going to pat those colors onto your nail over and over again until you have the desired opacity on your nail. It may take several coats of this to get the way that you would like, so if it doesn't look right the first try, just keep patting it on there until it looks exactly the way that you would like. You may want yours to be lighter or darker than I did mine, so feel free to adjust to whatever level of blue you would like. Now, after we are done with our gradient, we are going to get out our first stamping plate. Now, if you want to replicate these nails, I cannot stress enough that I recommend that you have a clear stamper so that you can do the multi-layered stamping like I am. If you do not have a clear stamper, I don't know that you're going to be able to accomplish this without being able to see everything line up like it needs to. That would just be really, really difficult, and you would definitely have to be a wizard to pull that off. So, props to you if you can. I am not that skilled. So really, really, please go on Amazon, buy yourself a set of transparent stampers. They will make your life a million times easier. For all of the stamping that I'm going to do here, I'm going to use several different colors, and I'm going to drip them onto the plate and then scrape off the excess like you normally do, but the goal is to get these colors to kind of blend together, so you're going to get a gradient style stamp. On some of them, it isn't going to look like it makes any difference in the video, but I really wanted something more interesting in the background for the layered stamping because these are all going to be layered stamps. After I scrape off the excess, I'm going to get my stamp, lift up the design, and I'm going to put that one on my ring finger. And this one is going to be the base for the feather. Now I'm going to use a different design for my thumbnail. I'm going to do the same thing here. I'm just going to dot different colors of blue stamping polish onto the plate and then scrape it in a way that makes all the colors blend together. The goal is not going to be to scrape off the polish the first try when you're doing this. It's just going to be to mix the colors together, and this stamping plate is a little difficult to scrape right because sometimes you can do what I did here and end up scraping a divot into the polish, which is not ideal. So if you want to use this plate, just be mindful of that. I found that the thicker stamping polishes definitely work better with most of these clear jelly stamper plates. So you may want to use the thickest stamping polish that you have if you replicate these. Now, after I have the blue the way that I want on my thumbnail, I'm going to then do the black overlay, which gives you the nice outline of this design. I don't know what you'd call this shape. I don't know. But I'm going to scrape off the excess of whatever this is, and I'm going to lift it up, and I'm going to put that on my thumbnail over the blue. Now, the beauty of these plates is it doesn't look wrong if you kind of overlap the black outline over some of the blue. Like, it doesn't have to be lined up perfectly. I actually like it better when it's off center a little bit. So that was kind of the look I was going for here. Next, I'm going to take out one of my finger angel plates, which is a super, super cheap plate set from Amazon that I had no faith in when I bought these, but actually turned out doing a really good job. I'm going to put up a video reviewing a bunch of these finger angel plates like in a week or two. So again, I'm just going to do the same thing with the different blues, lift up that design, and that will be going on my first finger. And now it is time for some feathers. So I will say for this nail, I was trying to go for the same kind of effect as the other ones, and that's why I'm starting out with the blues that I used on everything else. But I found when I scraped this off and I put it on my nail that it just really, really blended in way too well and you couldn't see it at all. So I'm going to go back over this and we're going to do 3 layers of stamping, and I'm going to use a much lighter blue stamping polish here so that it stands out more, and then we're going to go over that with black. So it's 3 layers of stamping here. On most of these nails, it's going to be 3 layers of stamping. So if you're not comfortable with stamping, you're going to be real comfortable after you attempt these. You're going to be a pro. So I'll scrape off the excess here on this light blue, and then I will position that on my nail, and then I'll just do the exact same thing with the black. And you'll see that it makes the black pop so much more to have that light blue under it. And you want to make sure that it's slightly off center so that the blue can shine out from behind the black to make the black stand out. I really find that doing that kind of stamping gives your nails way more impact and way more depth. May not be your style, but I really, really dig it. And now we're going to move on to the Ravenclaw Emblem, or sigil. I don't know what you'd call it. Crest? Is that right? Crest, emblem, sigil? I don't know. So again, we're going to do the light blue first, and then we're going to go over that with the black. I think I probably could have done this one like slightly more off center to make it pop a little more, but it is what it is. I'm still happy with how it turned out. Yeah, I really like that. I don't know about you guys, but I really like how these nails are turning out. I wasn't sure how I was going to feel because, as some of you might know, I am a Slytherin. I'm a proud Slytherin. But, you know, I like the Ravenclaws too. Done one of those like really long Harry Potter sorting quizzes, and like my secondary house was Ravenclaw. Got like 2% Hufflepuff. Alright, so on my thumbnail here, I'm going to add a little star. And this and the Ravenclaw symbol are both from the He Harry Potter stamping plates. This set is awesome. I've used them a ton. And they're super, super inexpensive. So if you like Harry Potter and you think you'd do Harry Potter nails a lot, definitely pick these up. I'm sorry when I did this this black stamping polish on my thumbnail and I tried to line it up. I didn't have my thumb fully on, like, under the camera. So I'm sorry you can't see what I'm doing. And my bad there. But I didn't realize until after I had already recorded it. And there are no do-overs in stamping, especially not this layered stamping. Okay, now back to the Ravenclaw sigil finger. I wanted more going on in the background here, and I didn't really know what to do. So I'm putting some liquid latex over the sigil to keep it safe so that it does not get messed up by the extra stamping. And I'm just going to take some of these little like swirly designs from one of my other clear jelly stamper plates. I'm going to use some silver hollow stamping polish from Emily DeMolly. And I'm just going to stamp a couple whirligigs on here just to add a little bit more to these, because I think they're a little too simple. Probably just me thinking they're a little too simple compared to all the other nails and everything else that's going on. But I like lots going on my nails. Alright, so I'm just going to put that on the top and on the bottom. And I like that better. And when you do this, literally all you've got to do is like roll over the liquid latex with your finger and it'll pop right off, and then you preserved that part of your design and you don't mess it up by stamping over it. You can literally do that anytime that you want, as long as the stamping polish underneath it is completely dry. You don't need to put a top coat over it or anything like that to seal it in. You can just put the liquid latex right over it. Alright, now we're moving on to the large feather. So again, this is another clear jelly stamper plate. This one is the feather plate. And I'm going to screw this up the first time because this plate is a little difficult to work with, especially this feather being on the very end. I always screw up trying to lift that design off. So I'll just do that a second time. And then I will put that on my ring finger. And then we're going to go over it with the black outline. Some of these plates you have to work with a couple times to figure out which way you need to drag the design so that you don't end up pulling all of the stamping polish out of the divot. Alright, now that we have all of the major stamping done, I'm going to clean up these nails a little bit. I'm using 100% acetone and a cleanup brush to do this. If you don't have a cleanup brush, you can just buy a set of small brushes from Michaels and use those. They work just as good as any of the ones that they sell online for way too much money for something that you're just using to clean up excess polish. Now, after these are cleaned up, I'm going to take a bronze or goldish gel pen and I'm just going to go in and I'm going to draw in a few accents because that's one of the Ravenclaw colors. And I just wanted to add a little bit more to this before I was like completely done. So you're literally just going to go in with the pen and you're just going to draw little whirligigs or little elements wherever you want a little more color to draw in more of the Ravenclaw colors here. So I'm just going to add some extra lines and some swirls, and that's really all I'm doing here. After that is done, I'm going to go over this with a no smudge top coat, which if you're going to use the gel pen, I definitely recommend. No smudge top coat is a lifesaver when it comes to nails like this. And after that is dry, that's it guys. We are all done. Take a look at these beautiful Ravenclaw nails. What do you guys think? Do you like these? Do you dig them? Do you wish I had put on some plaid? Please let me know what you think in the comments below. And if you liked this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't already, please subscribe. Thanks for watching, guys. See you later. Bye.